Hi, my name is John Federo. I'm a recent graduate from Mount Mansfield Union High School, and for the past year or so, I've been fixing up a Rapman 3.0 3D printer. I got this printer from a class I took at UVM. The class was an Intro to Engineering Design class. It was a summer class, and I took it kind of unknowingly that I would be getting a 3D printer. It was very broken up. It used a lot of these sort of acrylic pieces here, but on the main structure, which was really weak, and it turned out that they broke really easily. So when I got the kit, I tore them all off, and I actually used the printer that was available to us during this class to print parts like these corner pieces here, not those right there, and there's some just about everywhere. And turns out they're a lot better, and they're a lot stiffer for the whole machine. Those are among a few parts that I've actually 3D printed for my own 3D printer here. These corner pieces are some that I made with this printer. Same with these bottom braces here. But just about this spring, I finally got the printer working to where I liked it. I decided I kind of wanted to do a project that incorporated a lot of the stuff that I used in this class that I took over about a year ago over the summer. So what I did was I decided I wanted to make it a remote controlled car that would sort of incorporate all my interests. So something that would have the Arduino side to it, something with programming, but also something with 3D design, something that would actually put my 3D printer to good use. So what I did was I decided to build this. This is a Arduino controlled remote controlled car. Originally, it had a Bluetooth connection to my laptop, and took inputs from a controller like this, and sent it over the Bluetooth serial connection and controlled the car. But this car, turns out, is very difficult to design and build. The gearbox is very complicated to work out the meshes and the distances that need to be apart. This front steering has a lot of friction in it, and it uses a lot of juice from the battery just to turn the wheels. So there's a lot of small flaws to it. In fact, this is the second design. This is the first ever chassis here that I've kind of torn apart now. And it still has a lot more design to it, but it's was definitely one of the first uses that I had for my printer. First real uses that was printing something besides parts for itself. While I'm working on this, though, I haven't quite given up on this project. I've just decided to kind of step aside from it because it takes so long to design all the parts for it that I wanted something also to fool around with, have some fun with, and you know, I made this project to not only just design and build and everything, but I also kind of wanted a cool little car to drive around. So that's what this guy is for over here. This is a kind of a tank drive, like a two-wheel drive car that uses these micro gear motors from Pololu to scoot around. I'm using the Bluetooth module from this guy, from the original car, in here. It's really intended just to drive around in your bedroom or on your desk, and nothing more than that. It has got a Pololu SVP 324 microcontroller in it. I'll show you inside there. It's you can see the Bluetooth modules down below too. It's the Bluetooth, there's the controller, and the motors are kind of inside there if you can see it. I kind of wanted to make a really straightforward, simple design, something that would be easy to program, but easy to drive around. And that's just what I've done. I haven't really gotten the programming yet. I really just want to get the design finished up before I head off to school, so that when I'm in school, I can, programming, I can program wherever. I can't 3D print wherever because I won't have one with me. This big car obviously takes a lot of time to design. I'm very new to design, especially since a lot of the time I spent working on my 3D printer was spent getting it to print, not necessarily getting it to print what I want. So for the time being, I'm going to be designing that car more, getting a more robust gearbox, getting a more robust steering setup. And as far as the small car, I'm going to be using that as more of a test platform for some software side of things, testing different communications, different ways of communication and stuff like that. As far as the future of the main car, I hope to do a few things. First of all, I hope to kind of close it off. I want to put a neat hatch on the top, maybe where a hinge, kind of like that one, and make it look a little bit neater. Also, I think in the future, I'd like to use some materials like this silicone you can buy at the hardware store to develop or to use within molds that you could 3D print the molds and use this within it to help for tires or something on the car, or maybe even belts or something else. As far as the printer goes, I hope to keep using it as much as I can, but I am reaching some of the mechanical limits of this printer. For instance, some of the tolerances within the parts are so much to where the quality is sort of limited. It's based off of the RepRap printer called the Darwin, and as the name suggests, it's one of the kind of earlier printers that was ever a RepRap. I guess I think it was the first RepRap. So I think the design itself is for good reason no longer, and for that I think I'm going to be using this printer to print parts for a new printer, maybe a Prusa-Mendel derivative or something like that, or something along those lines, so that I can have a printer that prints a little better quality and something more consistently than this machine that I have currently.